Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Before we dig deep into our main story, let me bring your attention to this. In just under 3 days, Raila Odinga has visited 4 countries as he campaigns for AUC chairmanship. He has visited Senegal, he has visited Gambia, he has visited Ghana, and he has also visited Benin in just under 3 days. So Raila Odinga is seriously campaigning for the AUC chairmanship. I've looked at his main opponents, the Djibouti's candidate. Djibouti's candidate has not updated his social media accounts since 24th September. It appears the Djibouti's candidate is clearly missing in action. Is he waiting for man to drop from heavens for him to become the AUC chairman? Why is he not going out convincing other African heads of states and governments to elect him the AUC chairman? What is he waiting for? Is he waiting for Kenyans to vote for him come February? That's a question worth asking, because it seems to appear that this Djibouti's candidate is too lazy. He's not going out of his way to win that seat. He's just sitting somewhere waiting to be given that seat on a silver platter. Maybe he has been listening to Kenyans recently and he thinks he's going to win that seat on a silver platter. Let's now have a look at a post shared out by Pauline Njoroge. Njoroge is part of Raila Odinga's campaign team as he seeks the AUC chairmanship. Pauline Njoroge, Mauritius, which had submitted a candidate for AUC chairmanship, will now support Raila Odinga's bid. This was communicated today by the new Prime Minister, Navin Ramgoolam, during a phone call with President Ruto. The Mauritius candidate had been endorsed by the former PM, Pravind Jugnauth, who lost to Navin in recently held elections. Pauline Njoroge is just informing Kenyans that Mauritius has withdrawn her candidate for Raila Odinga. That's a very big boost for Raila Odinga's chances of winning AUC chairmanship. What's William Ruto saying? William Samoei Ruto, I have had a telephone conversation with the newly elected Prime Minister of Mauritius, Honorable Navin Chandra Ramgoolam. I congratulated him on his election and for the faith the people of his country have shown in him and his party. We affirm the strong and cordial diplomatic ties between our two countries and peoples and committed ourselves to deepening the relations. Prime Minister Ramgoolam confirmed his support for Kenya's candidate to the African Union Commission chairperson, Honorable Raila Odinga, for which I expressed much appreciation. Ruto is confirming to Kenyans that he had a phone call conversation with the new Mauritius Prime Minister, who has endorsed Raila Odinga. That's very interesting, because the Prime Minister of Mauritius, who was defeated by this new Prime Minister now endorsing Raila, had his own candidate, not Raila Odinga. That's God, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you're watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Yes, for somebody to win AUC chairmanship, you must get at least 2/3 of the votes, 2/3 of all the AU states. African Union has about 55 countries. 6 have so far been suspended. So the remaining countries are 49, out of which 2/3 is about 32. So you need 32 to win. With this new endorsement, Raila has now been endorsed by over 21 AU countries. He needs only 11 to hit the 32 mark. Djibouti's candidate, who is being considered his main challenger, has only been endorsed by 2 countries, Somalia and Djibouti. So the Djibouti's candidate still needs 30 countries to win that seat. Something that I consider an impossibility. So Raila Odinga is clearly ahead of this race, and it's somehow certain to me that Raila Odinga will win this seat come next year, February. Looking on how some Kenyans are talking, they wish the Djibouti candidate a win. And the same Kenyans are the ones who have been calling Raila Odinga a conman. You can just tie the dots to see that these people don't mean well for not only Raila Odinga, but even for the country. And if they had a chance of voting in this election, they could have clearly voted for the Djibouti's candidate. The good thing is, the people will not vote. Presidents and heads of government are the ones who will vote, not the people. If the people were to vote, then the same mistake these people calling Raila Odinga conman, the same mistake they've been making in Kenya by constantly voting in wrong leaders, they could have repeated that in these AUC elections. I'm very sure they could have repeated that. And this is why sometimes I can't take these people seriously. These ones calling Raila Odinga conman, I can't take their candidates seriously. Look at the names they are proposing as possible presidential candidates in 2027. If they can support a foreigner, even this candidate they are proposing as Kenya's president come 2027, those candidates cannot be trusted. These people are not patriotic. In fact, I won't be wrong to say that the only people supporting this man in Africa might be this section of Kenyan population who have always stolen Raila Odinga's wins. These ones who have always endorsed bad leaders on Kenyans, after which they turn around to start complaining, calling Raila Odinga conman. They elect bad leaders and then they want other people to help them in fighting those bad leaders. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.